taking action for you. This morning on TV 20 Detroit starts right now.
What's happening in entertainment? From Tinseltown to the Big Apple, this is your weekly entertainment magazine with Greg Dunmore of PulseBeat.tv.
Pulse of a new generation. PulseBeat.tv.
You know how we like to do it on the Pulse Beat with Greg Dunmore's show. We like to really take you to any place that is hot and happening. We're at a signature event in a part of Detroit that has become a destination for tourists and for people in Detroit that really love the importance of food, friends, family, and they know the importance of financial empowerment. This center is really history making because Livernois is a commercial district that is considered to be probably one of the most prominent African American business districts, where we have restaurants, we have clothing stores, we've got barber shops, we've got gift shops, we've got an assortment of commercial retail businesses at the very, very best. So we're encouraging you to come and support Livernois, and you'll understand why Light Up Livernois are words that bespeak the importance of this business district.
Light Up Livernois Fashion, Art, and Design Street Festival on the Motor City's west side.
I would definitely say we probably one of the largest concentration of black-owned businesses on one street in America, between business owners and business and building owners. More than 3 miles, it stretch all the way down to 6 miles, all the way down to Davidson and beyond. And so that's very apropos in that it's all about illuminating art, fashion, and design right in the neighborhoods. And what's very important is to be able to have economic impact and be intentional with your dollars. So everybody that's on this street, Livernois stay open so long as people spend money. People don't spend money, Livernois don't happen. And that's true of any street in America, but certainly in Detroit that should never happen. So, you know, Detroit at one point in the 50s and 60s was the epicenter of black excellence. So the rest of America, we got to get that back. Atlanta, DC, y'all think, we got to get that back. We're getting that back.
You don't have to be Chinese to support Chinese food and love it, and you don't have to be black to support a black commercial district. Speak to this point, because we want this to be about green power and people power.
Absolutely, green power and people power is very important, and I like to talk about trade deficits. It's like one thing that's so generous about the black community, we spend everybody, but sometimes the reverse is not true. So we need people to come and spend with us as well as we spend with you, and that's in line is the trade deficit. And it has more to do with people enjoying our cultural diversity and being able to examine what each of the cultures doing and be able to welcome it and enjoy it. Because when I go to other places, if I go to Japan, I'm not looking for African American food. I'm not looking for African food when I'm in Japan. I want to enjoy Japan. Equally as important, when the Japanese come to Detroit or anybody else come to Detroit, we want you to enjoy the black diaspora across all genres, across all fields and economic opportunities. So when we start talking about Light Up Livernois, today we program a 2-mile stretch from 8 Mile to the Lodge. Our end goal is to go from 8 Mile to the Lodge, that's 3 miles. As we know, it takes a lot of time, money, and effort to do this. And so our great partners in Amazon dived in 3 months ago. They said, we're riding with you. Another of our partners is CIBC Bank, along with Rocket Mortgage, who provided us all the transportation that we need to go to and fro, as well as American Vodka, that we got complimentary drinks for people who can enjoy the avenue. So, Detroit, we got 5 commandments on Livernois. Park, walk, shop, dine, and explore. I'm gonna say it again. The 5 commandments are park, walk, shop, dine, and explore Livernois.
Sheriff Washington, you're helping to light up Livernois, yes. And I just want to underscore, because Detroit is really becoming a destination city. So we've got tourists from all over the world, yes, that come here. And I read that we made history in terms of this being a safer place than it's ever been before.
That's right, because we're working together. With law enforcement in the Detroit area, whether it's Detroit, Wayne County, Michigan State Police, all of us, we're working together because we understand that we're stronger together. All of us are kind of short in manpower in law enforcement. So we come together for the draft, for the Grand Prix, for the fireworks. All these things that gather thousands of people, we come together and make sure everyone is safe and secure in these events because we work it together. We're stronger together, and that's how we get it done.
Yeah, and you know, you are the sheriff of everybody, which means that you look after the old and not so old.
That's right.
Every cultural group.
That's right.
And so you are a man of the people.
That's right.
And when we talk about manpower, which you know the importance of, and we talk about green power,
yes.
Let's talk about green power and how it should empower Livernois distinctively as part of what you oversee in terms of protecting the people.
Sure, so green power is what it is. We need to make sure that we're out here doing our business, handling our business, making sure our businesses flourish, make sure African Americans, I'm told this is one of the largest African American areas of black leadership, ownership, and whether it's clothes, restaurants, things like that. We have to support that. And if we do that, we all become successful. We're all, whether it's law enforcement, people just out here going about their daily business, purchasing items, making sure everybody's safe and everybody's good and everybody can start to survive and thrive. That's what we have to do. And that's what we're doing in Detroit. People need to understand that Detroit is on the map. We're here. We're back. How about that?
And is it not true that there are more good people than bad people?
Absolutely.
So therefore,
we're getting this right. The big Ford concert we had down there on Michigan Avenue. Incredible. People from all over Wayne County, not just Detroit, all over Wayne County, want to be a part of what's happening in Detroit. So we're getting it done.
right, and just complete the thought, the last thought, say Light Up Livernois is about, if you can say Light Up Livernois
Yes.
is about, say that thought, Light Up Livernois is about.
Light Up Livernois is about the people who are making it happen on Livernois.
So Light Up Livernois, and I see you're enjoying the food, both of you. Let us know what is attractive about Light Up Livernois and how are they lighting it up?
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, all the shops are open. They open their doors. It gives an opportunity for the whole community to come out and experience vendors, food, just come, fellowship with the people in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful thing, man. It is. It's a great opportunity to meet your fellow neighbors, enjoy great food, and it's great that the city does this. They allow us to do this. A lot of negative stuff about the city, but this is what they need to see right here.
It's amazing food, amazing people. This is, I'm having the best time. I just got off work, so I'm in heaven right now.
And what is this called? What is that? Let's help.
It's a zucchini with a lot of garlic butter. There's a lot of butter in it.
And you can't go wrong with corn, right?
No, you can't go wrong with the corn. Yeah, it's got a good one. I might get another one.
Up Livernois is awesome because it represents businesses in the community. It represents economic uplift. It represents a good time, and it represents exposing fashion, art, and design in the city of Detroit, particularly through Black-owned businesses. And we work with a lot of vendors, and we work with a lot of entrepreneurs to bring the light to Livernois and shed illumination on these businesses and make sure that the public comes out and learns about them, and that more people, even across the country, come and visit this merchant corridor and partake in the food and the salons and the fashion establishments and the professional services and the art galleries and all of these wonderful things that a lot of people don't know about. And this area between 8 Mile and the Lodge Freeway is the highest concentration of Black-owned businesses in the country, which most people do not know. We are all-inclusive, but we want to shine the light to let people know that we have world-class businesses in this world-class city, and that culturally we are a collective along this avenue. And we have brothers and sisters from other cultures besides just the Black community, but we are mostly Black-owned businesses, and we welcome everyone to come out and experience that. And one of the things that happens, and one of our missions, is to further the development along the avenue, because we do still have quite a few empty commercial properties. And each year that we do this, there are new businesses that come along the avenue that learn about what's going on here and say, hey, I can locate my business there. It's pretty nice over there. So that's part of the fulfillment we get doing this work.
You know, everything that's happening right now is for Livernois. It's a lot of black-owned business, and we wanted to be a part because it's like, we're black. We've been here for 5+ years, and it's not a lot of curvy women on Livernois. It's not a lot of curvy women clothing on Livernois.
And your fashion show was really amazing, and you brought it to the people. It was on the sidewalk, and it gave a sampling of the beauty of what makes Detroit such a dynamic city. So as the models were sashaying, what was going through your mind?
Fashion, art, design. It was the stylist with the clothes, the designer that gave us the clothes. It was the models. Her dedication was amazing. Everybody volunteered. It was the location, the runway, the walk, the poses, the photographers, everything. It was beautiful. And I'm like, fashion, art, design, that's the best way. You have clothes, you have jewelry, you have hats, you have beautiful women, you have guys, you have handsome men. Fashion, art, design, that's the best way I can put it.
And it's a reason that when you come to Detroit and you're downtown, you have to venture to northwest Detroit, where Light Up Livernois is giving you great reasons to know that Detroit is a city worth supporting for so many different reasons.
What you do for love, I tried everything, and I won't give up. It's my word.
Because I live in Detroit, I was able to get tuition-free college through the Detroit Promise. I feel very fortunate working with the Detroit Promise. They were able to afford me so many opportunities. I'm currently studying media production and journalism at University of Michigan Dearborn. I'm looking to take my talents further into the production industry, short films. I love working with people here, and this is where I want to be. And that's why I'm Detroit for life.
Visit Dallas for the 7th Annual Riverfront Jazz Festival, one of the fastest growing jazz festivals in America. And it's happening in Dallas, Texas on Labor Day weekend, Friday, August 30th through Sunday, September 1st at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters in the downtown Dallas Convention Center. On 3 stages, you'll see Grammy, MTV, American Music, Image, People's Choice, BET, Soul Train, and Billboard Award winners like Brian McKnight, Genuine, Cassandra Wilson, Stanley Jordan, Norma Brown, Mesa, Stokely, Sheila E., Patrice Rushen, Tower Power, Ruben Studdard, Take 6, Down to the Bone, The String Queens, Fantastic Negrito, Four Brothers on Bass, Dallas Symphony Orchestra, Dallas Second Line Jazz Band, and a special tribute to 20 great men and women jazz singers. Make your way to Dallas, Texas for the Riverfront Jazz Festival. For tickets, call 214-743-2400 or go to Ticketmaster.com.
Pulse Beat.
Behind me is the door of no return. Now, when our ancestors were being taken out of this place, the reason why they name it door of no return is that they have it in mind that these people are going and they will come here no more. Thank you, man. Some of our ancestors who were taken out of this place through the door of no return, they exhumed their skeleton from Jamaica and the US, brought them in through the same door that they said the door of no return, meaning that our ancestors who have come, who they brought their skeleton, have paved a way for all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and everywhere to pretend to this place. Cape Coast Castle, Elmina Castle, and other castles. Today, this place is a World Heritage Monument by UNESCO. We are inviting each and everyone, everywhere, especially our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. This is for you. Please come over, come and experience. We are inviting all of you. Carminian Names, and this is Charles Kobna. I'm a tour guide. You are welcome. Our hands are open. We are just waiting for you. God richly bless you. Ashe.
Pulse Beat.
You ready to put your podcast on iHeartRadio? Yes, your podcast on iHeartRadio. What about Alexa, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android, or iPhone? Plus live TV streaming. Get your podcast seen and heard all over the world. Call 313-868-6612. Pre-recorded shows are accepted to be archived. This is a WHPR distribution platform. Download the app from the App Store. Go to WHPRTV.com. Channels available for lease 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Coming soon, subscription and pay-per-view.
Also,
Block time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM WGPR HD2. RadioWeCanSee.com.
Pulse Beat.
Today we are proud to be joined by members of the African American community, the Arab American community, the Asian American community, the Latino American community, the Jewish American community, the Muslim American community. Together we all Americans and love this country.
That's right.
And we all stand united behind Hill Harper for United States Senate and Mary Waters and Pamela Pugh for United States House of Representatives Congress.
This is about people who care for their communities, and their communities have often been marginalized. And we are seeing that so many of the issues we're actually like this on, not like this.
That's right.
And
That's right.
people need to see that creating those kinds of relationships where we are talking to each other, not through each other or over each other, is what's necessary if the Democratic Party is going to be successful going forward in any significant way.
The only way we're going to win is to get out and vote, and the apathy has been earned. You know, when you talk to people, the apathy is public officials haven't been doing what they should be doing for a long time. But the only way you change that is to buy into a group that sounds right, that sounds active, and get out and endorse them. Give it a chance. I mean, you know, the low voting rate among African Americans is really sad. And, you know, I don't get mad about it because I do know, unfortunately, the politicians have earned it. But we got to reverse it.
Health, fair housing, and the dignity of a hard day's work. And today we're talking about three candidates who understand those things. They have been fighting for them throughout their career. They have prepared to fight for them. They understand the policy and are willing to go into the politics to deliver access to those things. They understand that you should not be able to drive 10 minutes anywhere in these United States of America, in the richest, most powerful country in the world, and cross chasms of life expectancy. They understand that every baby born ought to have equal access to a future we all want for all of our kids.
That's right.
Energy, education. Folks, these are human rights issues. And I've been working diligently on these issues from the time that I was in the state legislature. Now that I'm in Detroit City Council, I've really been pushing housing extremely hard because our people really do need the help. They just do. Detroiters cannot afford the rent that's being requested of them. They just can't. They don't have the income. So I have to take that to Washington, D.C. with me because I want HUD to understand that we need more help from them. Ensuring that we have affordable housing, true affordable housing, income-based housing, all of those things that we need here.
You know, they call us progressives, but really what that means is that we are pro-people. We are pro-choice. We are pro-peace, pro-ceasefire, pro-economic opportunity and dignity for all. And just making sure that we have people who represent all people. I worked in Flint during the Flint water crisis. I'm a scientist with Master's of Science and Doctorate in Public Health from University of Michigan, as well as a Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering. But what's most important is I connect to people growing up in Saginaw and working in Flint during one of the most horrific man-made crises. So we've seen when our government works for us, but we've definitely seen in a community like Flint, because of the color of their skin, because of their economic background, that the government allowed them or caused them to be poisoned. It is important that we send fighters to Washington, D.C. to make sure that our government works for all people, regardless of who they know, their economic background.
Mayors, the black mayors, supporting and endorsing these three individuals, but the Church of God in Christ Michigan Native Cojik Political Action Committee endorses the same three. Brother Hill Harper, that's right, the same three individuals among others. Brother Hill Harper, you all, let's just be clear, all right, he graduated undergrad from Brown University, all right, at magna cum laude. He went on to go to Harvard Law School, not just a graduate degree program, he has an earned Juris Doctorate degree, all right, and there he graduated with the distinction of cum laude distinction. Those are the credentials that presidents, all right, are made of.
Very early on in my campaign, it wasn't easy to go against the Democratic Party establishment and endorse my campaign. Warren Evans was the first major Democrat to come out and say, I'm behind Hill Harper, and he's going all the way. So I thank him for that. But these endorsements are related to real work. And quite soon after that, October 7th happened. And quite soon after that, he called Osama Siblani, and he asked, would you assemble some leaders from the Arab and Muslim community in your office, and could we sit and talk? And I was able to sit and talk with Assad Turfi and Dr. Abdul El-Sayed and many judges and Mayor Bazi and many other folks who came forward and talked about the atrocities that were happening in Gaza and pinpointed the fact. And we talked and discussed, and as I left that meeting, it was clear to me that every elected official needed to emphatically call for ceasefire, and if they didn't, they were bought and owned by some other entity. When we think about Detroit and where we are right now, it's 148 square miles. All of Gaza is 148 square miles. If we look to our left here, think about everything flat in that direction. Everything behind us flat in that direction. Everything flat in that way. And then start counting people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're either dead or injured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead or injured. When we talk about what's happening and we say, are our tax dollars complicit in the death and destruction of innocent lives? And are our representatives actually playing into the fact that they don't have the courage to stand up and say, when there's injustice happening, we have to stop it. We have to elect people that are willing to have that level of courage. I believe myself, Mary Waters, Dr. Pugh, we are all candidates that are leading and talking about these issues. And not just that. Let's be very clear. My campaign today is here and very proud to announce a unity agenda for Michigan. What does a unity agenda for Michigan look like? It looks like the fact that we know so many Michiganders are hurting. 60+% of Michiganders are living paycheck to paycheck. Nearly 30% of Michigan seniors are trying to live off less than $15,000 a year. Every Tuesday, I've had the pleasure to go into multiple senior buildings across Michigan and talk to seniors. They're afraid. We have to protect our most vulnerable communities. We have to fight for them and advocate for them. The first 3 words of the Michigan Constitution and the first 3 words of the United States Constitution are "we the people." Doesn't say we the super PAC. Doesn't say we the big donor. Doesn't say we the politician or we the political party. It says we the people, and we need to put people first in all that we do.
Unity in the community is important, and this symbolizes the importance of coming together. So your thoughts on unity in the community, because you are a unity candidate.
That's right. So this is a Michigan unity agenda, and part of the problem that we have right now is the Democratic Party is supposed to be a big tent party. We're supposed to be the party that welcomes everybody in, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing. And how is it that we're actually losing a populist argument in this moment? It's because we're not talking to everybody. We're not saying everybody's welcome. And the strongest coalition, or the strongest base of our Democratic Party, what's going to create victories in November and hopefully victories in August, is communities like the African American community, the Arab and Muslim community, Latino, Asian, the environmentalists, the progressive community, the young moms who don't want to see the number one cause of death of gun violence affecting children. I mean, these are constituency groups that really have the same agenda ultimately. What do we all want? We want safe, quality neighborhoods where our kids can have a decent and quality education. We want affordable housing. We want access to health care. We want mental health access. We want the ability to enjoy a community with fresh water, fresh air. Maybe you take your kid fishing like my son Pearson and you actually eat the fish that comes out of the water. Or when you turn on your faucet, you can actually drink the water without feeling that you're going to be poisoned with lead or some other corrosive. So public health, working families, all of this stuff is very consistent. And it's not red or blue. It's what fundamentally people want. I've been to all 83 counties in Michigan, and folks have come up to me and said, you know, I'm voting for the other guy, but I'm going to vote for you and for Senate because you get it. And so that's what we want. We can bring so many people together if we actually talk to people, look them in the eye and say, we have solutions for you, and not play political theater.
So do I have your commitment that between now and August 6th we will make a difference and vote for Hill Harper? Vote for Mary Waters. Vote for Pamela Pugh. Make our country better. Make our community better. It's about education. It's about health care. It's about us. But it's about justice for everybody. Thank you very much.
There's so many opportunities to vote, and you don't have to vote at your local precinct. You can vote almost any time of the day. Community colleges, lots of places. Absentee votes, obviously. If you haven't gotten your absentee vote, you still have time enough to do it. But if not, pick a time that's convenient for you and go to one of the mobile sites where you can vote early and cast your vote.
Pulse Beat.